Hey, Dragon Slayers. It's been about 2 hours since my last meal, and my blood sugar is 110. So, today's video is about asking the question, is margarine healthy? Margarine may have once been heralded as being healthy alternative to butter, but it's actually worse for you. A tablespoon of margarine can contain upwards of 2 grams of trans fat, increasing your risk of heart disease and high cholesterol along the way. I bet you've heard this piece of advice before. Swap artery clogging butter for heart healthy margarine to prevent cardiovascular disease. Ever since the government health organizations started heavily promoting a low fat, high carbohydrate diet in the mid 1980s, margarine has been widely considered to be the healthy alternative to saturated fats like butter. But is margarine really the miracle food it's made out to be? Don't let that heart healthy check mark on the package fool you. It not only is margarine no better for you than butter, it may actually be worse in increasing your risk of cardiovascular disease. And there are four main reasons why. So, reason number one is our bodies don't recognize industrial vegetable oils as food. Margarine is made from vegetable oils, which are extracted from sources like rapeseed, canola, soybeans, corn, and safflower. This process involves heating, processing using a petroleum solvent, a degumming, dewaxing, caustic refining, hydrogenation, deodorization, and a number of other scary sounding steps you could never replicate in your own kitchen. Prior to the 1900s, human consumption of vegetable oils was practically non existent, as we hadn't yet invented the technology needed to extract and process these oils. In 1909, the average consumption of vegetable oil was less than 2 grams per person per day. That jumped to over 30 grams in 1993, a 15-fold increase in basically 80 years. So, what the effect of large scale replacement of natural food with lab created ones. One study found that women who ate 4 or more teaspoons of margarine a day had a 50% greater risk of developing heart disease than women who ate margarine once a month. And other studies have supported the hypothesis that margarine increases the risk of coronary disease. So, reason number two is margarine is pro inflammatory. There are two essential fatty acids known as omega 3s and omega 6s. Our bodies need both of these, preferably in a 1-to-1 ratio, in order to make all the other fats necessary for survival. Unfortunately, the fact that we're eating so much omega 6 in the form of vegetable oil and margarine, Americans get almost 20% of their calories from soybean oil alone. This means that the average ratio of omega 6 to omega 3 is somewhere between 10 to 1 and 20 to 1, with some people clocking in at 25 to 1, pretty far off from the ideal 1-to-1 ratio. The result? High intake of omega 6 fatty acids is associated with an increase in all inflammatory diseases, including heart disease. Reason number three, margarine contains trans fats. Saturated fats like butter are naturally solid at room temperature. That's part of why we like them, because they're spreadable. We've seen the declaration on margarine tubs that they contain polyunsaturated liquid oils, but the hydrogenation process removes the flexibility of these oils, making them solid at room temperature and leaving trans fats behind. So, reason number four is that margarine contains chemicals and artificial ingredients. Like other processed foods, margarine is packed with artificial ingredients. Most margarines contain BHA and BHT, artificial antioxidants used to prevent spoilage. BHT has been shown to cause chronic inflammation, which is associated with heart disease. It's also linked to liver, thyroid, and kidney problems and is classified as a possible human carcinogen. It also contains artificial flavors and colors, and seeing its naturally gray color just wouldn't be all that appealing. So that's what I've got for you guys today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember that together, you and I will slay the dreaded diabetes dragon.